All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform. We're giving a back-to-back updates on how things to be, on how things to shell for Biafra land and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also, remember to like and share this broadcast too. All right, my wonderful people, the latest one with the boss brains at the moment. Yes, we say that the PM BLGIE Simon Ekpa has reacted to the xenophobic attack that has taken place towards the black Africans. And then he has sent a strong message to JM. Yes, my people, as he the hot well, you know that the PM is a man that is involved in a whole lot of things and cares about everything that happens to not only Biafrans or innocent Biafrans, but everybody at large. And that is why he has reacted to this xenophobic attack because, of course, you understand that this is the type of thing that these people have tried to do to Biafrans in Nigeria. Maybe you can compare it. It is very, very comparable to what these people want to do to Biafrans. And if you're being very truthful and very sincere, it is one thing that is very, very bad. So at this particular point, it is something that we could look at and would not even want the sneakiest or anything close to it to even take place. And that is why even at this point we are working towards anything that would not show this kind of thing. And that's why the PM is hitting up on it because allowing this kind of thing, not commenting on this kind of thing happening is as well as just being selfish. And trust me, with these white people that we need their support and their foreign anything concerning their foreign attacks or foreign support, they need to understand, they need to come to understand that you also care about every other person, not just yourself. Because if they come to understand that you only care about yourself, then it's going to be a tough one for us. It's going to be a tough one for us to even crack. Because at this particular point, they would think that everything we are doing is just for ourselves. And so any other thing that is happening to every other set of people does not concern us, which is properly wrong. And that is why the PM is reacting to it and is making comments on it. So you see that everything that happens here is done for a reason. And the PM is actually making sure that one way or another, we ourselves find our way to actually accommodate and be and walk through every single thing that we are supposed to do. And that's the truth of the matter. We are expected to actually do better in a whole lot of things. And while we still move around and heave around with a whole lot of things coming up, we need to be sure that the situation of things are not changing. We need to be sure that a whole lot of things are coming up for the betterment, and that is the truth of the matter. Every single move that is being made by the PM or the Biafra Liberation Army and the rest of them, it's somewhat what has been needed for the longest of times, and that is the truth of the matter. It is what we expect, it is what we need for ourselves, and that is one thing that we want to actually take place, and that is one thing that we actually have always wanted one way or another. The situation of things at this point is that we need to actually show that we are involved. We want these things to happen. We want everything that is happening to happen in good ways. The Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Declaration that is to take place in December 2nd, and everything with it, in everything in total, we want these things to actually work out well. We want these things to actually end up in a good way, not in a way that would end up not being nice and would not end up satisfying any of us at all. And so that is why every single thing that we are doing at this point is for the betterment of every single one of us. We are not doing it just for ourselves, but for everyone in total. We are doing it for the things we have been aiming for that we have not yet got to. We are doing it for every single strike we have ever wanted. And we are doing it for all of us. Yes, we are doing it for all of us, for what we've always wanted to achieve. We are doing it for everything we've ever wanted. And by God's grace, we are going to get to where we need to get. We are going to get to where we have been aiming to get. You see, this particular freedom we are asking for, this particular movement, and everything we've been aiming for, we need to actually get there because, of course, getting there is a priority that we need to actually have in mind that at the end we would end up making things or achieving things that would actually be beneficial for all of us. And so in this particular way, we need to come to an understanding that everything works out for a reason and that we are not going to give up. These people also need to come to that understanding that we are not going to give up until until we are where we need to be. And that's the truth of the matter. Until we are where we need to be and until we are there, we are not giving up. This whole thing started a whole long succumb or to tumble or to backslide to do what he did. My people, I just believe that is what he wants to let us know, or that was what his point was concerning the whole thing. But my people, you would see in all those things he said that it was all pains and tears, that he was just using words to cover up, because that is what they know how to do. My people, now so e go just be o. Na so this man come out, just they talk, they talk. And wetin I dey try explain give una be say, anybody we do wetin e no suppose do, anybody that goes to mess up near Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or ends up as a saboteur like this particular man, no matter what you are supposed to do or how you were supposed to represent him, whether as a lawyer or as a friend or as anything at all, as a soldier, as a B.L.A member, anything you were supposed to do, and you end up turning into a sabo, it will hit back at you. Enweghị kwuru that will stop this particular thing, because a saboteur will always remain a sabo. You cannot stop being one, and that is the truth of the matter. This particular man you represented, just like he said in his long notes, they are called upon and you started representing. And then this particular beginning that he even talked about in his confession, or in his begging for forgiveness, was that first of all, as he has been silent throughout this play, you know that his silence means that he don't actually hit her. That is what it means, because it has gotten to him to the extent that we ourselves have now recognized this man's faults and everything he has said. And we know that PM was among the main people that came out and said, you see this particular age of man, this particular man has done this particular man has done this, and brought out everything he had gone against. My people, it's not everybody that can stay in this fight, and that is the truth of the matter. This fight is not for everybody, and that is the truth. If you know that you are not capable of standing firm where you are, the propaganda and everything they will use and come against you, this government, they are ready to put everything against you. And it might not be your intention, my people. If it no be your intention, but the kind of oppression where you don't get will change your mindset and will make you want to do the opposite. And that is the truth of the matter. And by the time you have changed and you have done wrong, we will not forgive you, because what you are supposed to do, you did not do it. And that is the truth of the matter. And you see this particular man, a Jofo, that was supposed to represent and do the needful. Instead, the man aga na-eme ihe ọzọ, ihe gbasara ya, just connived with the IPOB DOS and the federal government and did whatever they could, they knew how to do, and then left it. And they thinking that it would be something that would end up to be fruitful for them. Now, maybe they have decided not to give him money, or his money has not entered, or they have what abandoned him, they have left him behind. Something must have happened that has made him maybe come back to his senses, that to realize that, oh, I have actually done wrong, or this thing I did does not make sense. And that is the truth. These people will always end up finding out that they messed up. And by that time, all the lot too late. This man is a cancelled man. There is nothing that will make us look at this man and think we trust with him again, because he has messed up during the time that he was given. And that is the thing about this fight. My people, the amount of things they have thrown at people, they have thrown at every single person that looks like, or that is thinking like the person wants to like support the movement. Immediately they have thrown a lot of arguments, they've thrown a lot of backfiring on the person, just to make sure that this person does not succeed, or does not continue on that particular thing the person has decided to do. You see? And that is what these people have been doing from the beginning of time. And I believe that is what they used to convert the IPOP people to themselves, the IPOP and the IPOP DOS. as they've turned around to start messing up, together with the Southeast governors that have been messing up, every single one of them, make I no generalize, but most of them have messed up to the core and cannot even be called people that are trustworthy. And that is the truth of the matter. That is the fair truth of the matter. Because when we cannot have people that are even trustworthy, when we cannot have our leaders that are trustworthy or politicians that can, in their own part, be steadfast and do the things, stand firm in some kind of things that will strengthen this fight, then we cannot move on. And that is the truth. We cannot move on. We cannot actually have hope that this particular person is siding us and pull through with this person. But of course, that is what we have. That is the unity is what we lack, but it is not going to stop us. We would use what we have to get what we want. And until we get what we want, we are not backing down. And so, yes, my people, this is it. This is what we have for this particular broadcast. This is where we come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.